Hey, how's it going? I'm Andrew. This is Matt. This is Rival Talk. We're back. We actually missed last week. We recorded and everything. We actually had a lost episode, so we'll kind of recap that here real quick, and then we'll dive into a week 3 recap, and then we'll do some quick at the end here, and we're actually gonna have another episode for you at the end of this week. So
Yeah, we're trying a new format that we're gonna hit 2 episodes a week. Like, we thought that the preview of next week was feeling very rushed, so we're gonna go for a recap episode and then also a preview episode.
and because we missed a week, kind of had an episode deleted. We'll do a
Yeah,
quick recap of week 2 real quick, go over our picks really quickly, and then we'll dive into week 3.
yeah.
So for week 2 overall, what I went 9-7 on our picks. You went what 10 and
10 and
6.
6, I think. Yeah, we were pretty mediocre. Um, I mean, there were some crazy games, some last second things. So it's kind of sad that we lost the episode.
Oh, I know. We already had a whole conversation about it and kind of covered everything we needed to, and now it's lost. But
Yeah,
I mean, really, the overall story of week 2 was still Cowboys were the best team in the NFC. Dolphins were the best team in the AFC,
yeah.
in my opinion. We
We
went on
talked
road
about how
game
they
that
lost
defense.
Trayvon. Oh, we'll
Oh,
talk
yep.
about that more as we get into this week because it showed that they
And
lost
a lot of
Trayvon.
things happen now. Week 3, it looks a little bit different,
Yeah,
but I think that's a nice segue. I guess we'll just skip over week 2 there, and
yeah.
that's lost in the win. We'll dive into week 3 here. Oh, you had a good week, huh? You ended up going
I
what,
I went 13 and
13 and
3.
3, huh?
Yeah, I had a good week. It was upsetting to see that we lost, but uh,
Your only loss here was the Jags. You had them covering at
and
minus nine and a half.
they didn't even win.
They indeed did not do that. I mean, I also had the Jags. I was high on them in that pick, and then obviously you picked the Commanders because
I had
what?
to,
Yeah,
you
you
know.
have to. And then the Ravens, I was with you there too. That's a great pick. Like
Yeah,
you were so close to going under, not really so close because of the outcomes of some of those games, but
yeah.
in
But
theory, you had a great week.
great
And
week picking.
me, on the
Yeah.
other hand,
Another thing they missed last week is we started doing some, not spreads at all of them, but for a couple games, 2 or 3. We just thought it'd spice it up. That's how I got the Cowboys game. I took the Cardinals plus 12.5. That's how I got that one. But yeah,
winning
I
that week.
I I did have a good week. I
And me,
mean,
on the other hand, I had another 10-6 week. The Vikings, I thought they were gonna get it done, dude. And then
yeah,
The Ravens surprised me. And then obviously I had to go with the Cowboys. I don't know why I picked the Raiders, to be honest.
yeah. You had the Steelers because I mean, I wrote down Steelers and then crossed it out, and you went Raiders.
And then
Okay,
yeah, I know exactly why I picked the Bucks, just because
yeah.
what the
We
Eagles
wanted
do.
we
But
wanted to see we wanted to see the Bucks win, but the Eagles they're a good team. I mean, in theory, I think I figured out how to stop the tush push. I think so.
yeah,
You
I saw
know,
you text me about that. I think now's a good time to.
yeah. I mean, in theory, like I played football all through growing up. I had never played at a big level, college or that. But how I would do it is I don't think you. I think you put like 3 big dudes right in the front, right on Kelsey, and their whole job is they got to cut block Kelsey before Kelsey cut blocks him, and you need the linebacker to come and push up the top half of Kelsey to make kind of a barricade. It's the only way. You need for when Jalen Hurts tries to go through. You need it to be that he's going up. That's the only way to stop it. I mean,
Knock the ball
I, I'm
down.
I'm not a DC. I don't know if these players are capable of doing that because you kind of got to jump the snap at that point. You know, like they're going as soon as that ball's moving, they're going straight for knees. Like,
That's not a safe way to do things at all.
I
I
mean,
I did see a tweet today saying that there may be a rule to kind of eliminate the push from behind. I assume is what they're talking about because they can't make a rule that eliminates a
Yeah.
QB sneak, of course, but, like,
But
they're
like the whole
basically
like
pushing from behind
yeah,
using yeah, everyone to, like, push you forward. I
yeah.
know there, like, was there's some always controversy about that rule sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel you gotta let it do it until you can't that can't be the way that it is stopped, I don't think. I think a team needs to figure it out, and then once it endangers like, no players have really gotten hurt from it, like, that's the whole point of the tush push, like, you
Not
haven't seen you haven't seen that, like, a defensive tackle, like, tears his ACL, like, in the tush push, like,
it's
it's
not
really
like
not
anything
happening.
yeah, it's not like
It's
anything
been a
bad happens.
it's been a pretty low injury play,
Just be a unfair advantage, but, like, you could just do that on the other side as well, make it run
like
real quick.
nothing is stopping any other team besides the Eagles from doing it. Like anyone, like you can see, like teams are starting to adopt it. They're like, oh, like we can do this. They're not doing it as well as the Eagles because the Eagles have been doing it for 2 years. Like,
You saw Jordan Love, and I think it was, what, week 1, whenever
oh
they played the
yeah,
Falcons.
he didn't get the ball and he was ready to go
Uh,
though.
he looked drunk. Oh, I'm watching, I got the highlights from this past week on. I just saw that Tyreek touchdown in the first quarter.
Oh my god,
How did they leave it that wide open, bro? Let's dive into that game just
yeah,
'cause
that
that's
game was just
on my mind.
it was
And it was
crazy.
insane, 70 points, bro. Oh my goodness, Tua played well. The running backs played insane. Tyreek still had a lot of yards, only 1 tud. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that was
They're definitely the best team in the league right now. Their defense looks great, even without Jalen Ramsey. Everyone forgets that they went and got him.
like
Oh,
Devon Achane and Raheem Mostert both had 4 touchdowns. Like They
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 could
were
do it
3 points.
now.
They were 2 points shy of the most points ever scored in an NFL game. They could have kicked the field goal too, but they didn't.
I
I
love my
mean, what like I told you this before the show. In my league, I'll keep saying this because some people, you never know who doesn't know. We do an auction style free agent or waiver wire. So everyone's given $100. You bid on the players that you want. For my league, Devon Achane is on the waiver wires. I am putting a hefty penny on him. I think I said before the thing, what, 64? $64 out of my 100 allowed. I mean, I did make a trading Javonte Williams for $15 and Kadarius Tony's who I'm cutting for Devon Achane. I just need to get him off my roster because I was going for this. Um, if I lose at $64, I'm gonna be like, go for it. Like, I don't know. I might up it to 70. 70 might.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I asked you this before we started recording. Do you think he's going to be able to keep that up
I mean,
all season? Not obviously not to the level
not
of
not
the
to not a
touchdowns,
50
200
points,
yards,
but I think he
of
could
course.
be. I
But
I I don't even think I start him next week after spending that
okay,
much money. Like,
that was my question. Do you think he even consistently puts up numbers to be a starter, a running back 1, 2, maybe even a flex position
I mean, I don't
in a
start him next
fantasy
week
lineup?
because they have the Bills, but I think I started him the week after that against the Giants and the week after that against Carolina. And then depending how Brian Robinson does this week, he might even get the start against the Eagles. Like,
So you think the Dolphins are going to have a better chance throwing the ball against the Bills than running it?
I mean, it's a good point. I mean, they
'Cause
kind of
they kinda got a two-headed monster, and their O-line's been playing phenomenal all season.
I mean, they needed to. That was their goal in the offseason was to go and build an O-line to protect Tua
They've
because
got to
they
when
did
Tua's
that.
healthy, dude, at one point in the game, he was 16 for 16. Like, he finished the game 23 for 26, 309 yards,
At,
80
at what point did
88
they pull Tua? Like late in the game or like early?
no, 3rd quarter,
Yeah,
end of
like
I think he didn't touch the field in the 4th. They probably pulled him right as the 3rd ended. But at that point, they were up 52
yeah,
to
like that's
something.
crazy.
Oh my goodness. Chosen Anderson scored a touchdown. Robbie.
That's crazy. Whatever. Isn't he changed his name like 3 times, 4 times?
Yeah, that's why I said it like that. He went from Robbie to Robbie, just like spelt differently, and now his name is Chosen.
Yeah.
But like, if he goes 80 yards to the crib on you, you suck. Well, yeah. Well, what do you think of Denver overall? Sean Payton and the boys.
They're
What do you
bad.
think? Where do you think it's going wrong?
I don't know. This is like kind of their prove it week. I think they have an easy opponent, right?
Playing the Bears.
Yeah, Thursday night.
It's gonna be the lowest viewership in NFL history.
Are they playing? Wait, not Thursday night. They're playing it on
They
Sunday.
play it Sunday. It's gonna be a midday game. It's gonna be the least viewed game ever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's if they can win that, I mean, like, is Russ done? Like, I mean,
I don't think it's rust though. You score 20 points, you shouldn't lose most games you play in the NFL, to be honest. You saw how many games this weekend ended in like 19, 18. Highest scoring team had 17. A lot of them. Like your team puts up 20. I'm not saying you should win every one of them, but like you shouldn't lose like that if you're putting up
um,
20 points.
with 20 points, you would win 2 games this week.
That's not true.
Patriots Jets game and the Bengals Rams game.
There's like 3 games that finished in 18 to 19.
No, that's it. Those are the only two. In the Packers game. That's it. The rest had like 23, 28, 25, 22.
But oh my goodness, they
But
were
like,
just
yeah, they kind of just
absolutely
got beaten on and embarrassed.
absolutely slaughtered. Like at the end of the game, they were probably like, "What are we even doing?"
Yeah, like I guess the best trade in NFL history was the Saints trading Sean Payton for a first round pick.
Bro, I thought he was a great coach, but what's going on there?
Who
Oh, and
knows?
3 after talking trash about Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah, he
That's
was loud in the off season, and now he's
he was
kind of being
quite
bad.
loud. Oh my goodness, quite loud. Well, I think that's enough of that game. We both had the Dolphins winning that one. We were correct. They definitely won that one.
I
My
feel like
goodness.
we go straight into the Jets. Nathaniel Hackett. I mean,
Oh, see, what are they going to do at quarterback, my guy?
it can't be his fault. Like Zach Wilson is just not good. I mean, how did he do again this week? Probably not good. They lost. They scored 10 points.
Well, I mean, they were playing the Patriots. I feel like all the Patriots games are going to be pretty low scoring. They haven't had a high scoring game yet because
Yeah, but Zach Wilson was
oh
18 for 36 with
oh yeah
157
no. I
yards.
mean,
Like,
the O line is doing them no favors. I listened to this today actually. They lost one offensive lineman, and that required 3 position changes. That required their right tackle to go to left guard, their left guard to go to center, their center to go to guard. Like it, and they're not playing well at all. They can't get any traction in the run game, and there's turmoil. Like they don't believe in Zach Wilson. The players, of
yeah, they
course.
went out and picked up Trevor Simeon today. Like,
Oh,
that
they
had to
did.
be that
I
had to
I,
be a
didn't-
Rodgers decision.
I did not
Eh,
see that.
They picked up Trevor Simeon today. I saw that on Twitter from
I
probably Ian Rappaport.
mean, that's still not a guy who's gonna come in and
Yeah, what, he's 30
just
something. Like, he's 36 or something, like old. Like, I don't
he
understand
had
why that
one
was the
decent
pickup.
season.
Like,
He had one decent season in Denver. One-
I
Not
mean,
even. It was like 2016, 17.
like it had to be a Rodgers decision. Like, this is the guy to go get.
That's crazy. You think Carson Wentz gets picked up? I just bring that to mind because people keep rumoring Jets when they think Carson Wentz.
I mean, someone said they're gonna fucking trade for.
Hurt.
No, I saw Kirk Cousins, but like,
Yeah, that's what I just said, Kurt.
oh
But
yeah,
it won't happen. It depends how desperate. I mean, if it's week 6 or 7 and both teams are booty, I mean, I don't know why the Jets would trade for him if they're booty. Like, I I don't see it happening unless they
yeah.
gave up
I
a
mean,
lot. They'd have to give up too much. But Kirk's on the last year of his deal, and he's not going to be in Minnesota next year.
so this
That's
is
my.
the last year of his deal, right?
It is the last year. He's kind of on a 1 year. Every time he signed his contract, like the last 3 years, it's been a 1 year deal, fully guaranteed.
Yeah,
He's smart with his money,
let's
but
jump
he's gone
straight to
after
that
this
game.
year.
Let's talk more Kirk. You know, Kirk played
Let's do it.
low key, like pretty good. I mean,
He's been playing well all season.
the defense in Minnesota just can't stop. an
Turnovers,
airplane.
turnovers too, man.
I mean, Kirk had one interception, and they
Fumbles, they fumbled
had they had,
early.
they had one fumble, TJ Hawkinson.
Fumbled early. That's like 4 or 5 on the season fumbles, dude. That's not a recipe for success. It's not how you win games, especially in the NFL.
I missed that. Keenan Allen had a touchdown pass. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw the highlight of it. It was sick.
I must have missed that. I mean,
And look at his stats for the day.
Keenan Allen had maybe one of the best days.
Read out the stats for the people.
So passing, he was 1 for 1 for 49 yards and a touchdown pass. Receiving, he had 18 receptions on 20 targets.
18?
18. So in a
18.
fantasy game, just on receiving, he's at 18 points. Then he had
He
another,
had no yards. 18 points.
yeah. And then he had 215 yards. That's another 21 and a half points.
Oh my
So,
goodness, bro.
and
Plus the
then plus the
touchdown to
passing
interception
touchdown.
difference.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
oh my
he had
goodness.
no
What a
receiving
day.
touchdowns and I think still dropped 45 fantasy points this week. It's insane. I mean,
What
Mike
a
Williams had a day where 7 catches, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. But unfortunately, the news did come out that he tore his ACL, so he is
I
on
saw him
visiting.
go down.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
I knew as soon as he grabbed his knee, you can kind of tell these days you see turf.
Yeah, I mean,
You see turf and then you see
yeah.
him grab their knee. He's done.
Well,
Fortunate.
I think that just Joshua Palmer, he's now a
I thought he was
decent
up
one.
next last year, bro. I thought he was up next last year.
But now he is. He's got to be. He had 4 catches for 66 yards and a touchdown. I mean, he had 7 targets. Uh, Garrett Everett might be good. He was 6 for 6 for 30 yards though. Like he's not
Oh,
getting.
Gerald Everett,
Yeah,
tight end,
sorry. I mean,
tight end
Austin
there.
Eckler might be back soon.
Let's hope, dude. He's so dynamic. He's a bowling ball. He's fast. He can catch. He can run
Yeah.
between the tackles. He can run you over. He can juke you out. He's a fantasy machine. Just a dog.
You know what's very excited about after this week?
What's up,
The pup list is open.
Jonathan Taylor? What do you think's happening with him? We'll
Jonathan
dive into
Taylor.
the
I mean,
Colts after.
let's look
We'll
at that
dive into
Colts
the Colts
team.
game.
Yeah, let's look at the Colts game. A game that we both got wrong. We didn't see this coming. A Colts team without their first round pick, the number 8 overall pick, or what, number 6, something like that.
Real quick. I did pick the Vikings to win that game. Thought they were going to come back. I was wrong.
Oh
Matt picked
yeah,
the Chargers. Good
that
pick.
was yeah.
Their coach almost cost them that game. That's crazy. But continue with the Colts.
The Colts with Gardner Minshew at the helm. No Anthony Richardson, out with a concussion. Gardner Minshew magic in Baltimore to lead his team to victory. I mean, we're saying he's leading his team to victory, but if we look at the scoring, the only person to score a touchdown was Zach Moss, a 17-yard pass from Gardner Minshew, and Matt Gay, who is now the first player in NFL history to have 4 50-plus yard field goals in a single game. He was crazy. He hit from so his first field goal was from 31, a little chip shot for him. Then he hit from 54, 53, 53, and 53 for a third time to win the game. Matt Gay, I mean, he was better than Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker missed a field goal, I think. I think it was for like 61
It
yards,
was
but
61 yards. I saw that. I saw that live, and
yeah.
I was here saying, I was here talking to my girl, and I was like, oh, like, cause like we live in Baltimore. We're like, oh, you guys are lucky. He's coming up. That's an easy point. He missed. It was short. It wasn't even like he missed wide left, wide right. He was just short.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my goodness. And then those few possessions leading into overtime and in overtime were just ugly by Lamar. O-line as well. Lamar had no time. No one was getting open. Oh, it was ugly, bro.
Lamar was the only person that scored for them. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Zay Flowers had a pretty good game.
But like that fourth quarter, especially those last like 6 minutes of the game, were hard to watch. Both teams were just playing ugly football.
Someone who is having a great season, doesn't matter who the quarterback is Michael Pittman Jr. I have him at, I think, 3 out of 4 leagues. I loved him this year. He has been a fantasy, like I have my wide receiver too because I also have Jamar, but like he has just been so consistent, averaging 18 points a game in a full PPR league. Like he had 11 targets, caught 9 of them for 77 yards. Like I'll take that. That's a decent wide receiver too.
It's just taken him a little to get going, like a couple seasons, honestly. What, he's in his second, third,
I think later than that.
fourth, maybe. Then it's taken him quite a while to get going, but he's got size, good hands,
Yeah.
starting to pop off a little bit. Is he good in fantasy? I've been kind of scared to take him, you know.
He's averaging 18 points a game. He was picked in 2020, so I guess this is his third year.
Yeah.
I mean, like
18 points a game too, man.
his quarterbacks were I think his rookie year Philip Rivers and Carson Wentz or something. No, Matt
Philip
Ryan and
Rivers was
Carson.
Jacoby Brissett, Philip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan.
So he had, yeah, like he,
The last three.
yeah, he's had some veteran quarterbacks who
Kind
not
of
so in the
downward.
decline of their career.
Yeah, I had the Ravens winning that game.
I did as well. But the
That's
Colts are kind of I can't wait for Anthony Richardson to get back. I have him in a league just as my backup quarterback. I have Justin Herbert. I've been getting some crazy trade offers for him, but like at the end of the day, like I got a trade offer for Deshaun Watson, but with having Justin Herbert as my first quarterback, like he has a bye week in 2 weeks, week 5, first
ooh,
bye week of the season. Like, so
I didn't look at that.
I need Anthony Richardson for that. Like, I can't trade for someone
That
else.
one.
And then after that, it's like, what do I do? Like, I'm gonna get rid of him. I'm just gonna play Justin Herbert every game.
Who do the Colts play this week?
Let's look at that. Colts play the Rams. Anthony Richardson, he's gonna be out of the pocket a lot. Maybe he can eat. Hopefully he's back. I mean, I heard he's still in concussion protocol as of today, but today is Tuesday.
Yeah, he'll probably be back. I mean,
He'll probably clear it
by game
Thursday.
day. By game day, it'll be 2 full weeks.
Yeah.
But let's do. Did we touch on the Jags game?
No, I don't think so. That was another rookie quarterback
Oh
going
my
there.
goodness, that
Um,
they didn't even look like they had a shot the whole game. The Texans. Oh,
yeah, what I didn't really watch this game. What happened? Did you watch it? I mean,
it wasn't even really anything to show on Red Zone. I think they just not necessarily got a lead early, but they got a lead and just never let up.
yeah, it looks
Got
like
big.
going into halftime they were up 17-0,
Yeah.
and then coming out of halftime the Jags scored 10 points to make it 17-10, and then two touchdowns or a touchdown and field goal to make it 17-10, and fourth quarter was kind of just all Texans.
Yeah.
I mean, 37-17 looks worse than it might have been. I don't know. I
I mean, it got close for a second, but then yeah, it it got
got bad, it looks like.
yeah. I mean the Texans just kept stacking points, and I mean it obviously took the Jaguars until second half to put up any. And I thought that defense was going to play pretty well throughout the season. It was a bold statement coming in, and then they looked like shit the first 2 weeks. But I mean, Jaguars' offense isn't shitty. They got some weapons, and I like Trevor Lawrence. So
I mean, Trevor's 27 for 40 with 279 yards, one touchdown, one interception. He wasn't even sacked at all. Did they fumble? They had one fumble and they lost it.
there
Yeah,
was a lot of
from
3 and outs. It looks like he looked like they got forced into a lot of obvious passing downs on third down, like 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 6s, obvious passing situations, and doesn't look like Trevor Lawrence was completing a lot of balls.
yeah.
I mean, 50%, it's amazing in the
I mean,
NBA.
yeah. I mean,
The NFL, buddy, we're gonna be closer to like 75.
he's closer to 70. I mean, probably about 63, maybe somewhere in there. It's just quick math. Um, the Browns. I mean, convincing win.
Oh yeah, their defense is good.
Yeah, I mean, Texans are bad. Derrick Henry is being stopped
You mean
everywhere,
the
I guess.
Titans?
Yeah, the
You said
Titans.
Texans.
Sorry. Texans are good. They looked good this week.
Dude, the Titans just have nothing. Like
Yeah.
your number one guy is in his 11th year. He's slowing down a little bit. I love D Hop. Like he's so talented, but
Yeah, everyone keeps trying to offer me D Hop, and I'm like, do I want him? Like, no. Like
like
Ryan
other than that,
Tannehill isn't good.
it's not even that. He doesn't have the
No, he's
craziest
not
weapon.
good. He was 13 for 25 for 104 yards. He was sacked 5 times, but like,
Yeah, but his number one receiver is D Hop. He's slow.
yeah, I mean, it's
And like
just
they can't really run the ball. Derrick Henry's slow at
Derrick
this
Henry
point.
was 11 for 20. Like, I guess
He
they just never had the ball, it looks like.
pretty slow in their O line. I mean, if you can't make a hole for, I mean, I guess you do have to make a pretty big hole for Derrick Henry, but like he could still run him over. Like if he can't get more than 2 yards a carry, like we're not blocking very well. Like that's Najee Harris's problem too. Najee Harris is also just super slow and not
Yeah.
as big as not as Derrick Henry. But
Yeah, the
oh
new
my
the new breed of running backs, you got to be strong and fast, you know?
you gotta be a Tony.
Yeah. Um,
But yeah, no, Browns convincing win. What did I had Browns there for
yeah,
that?
I think
You
you had
too?
Browns. Yeah, we both had Browns.
Yes, sir.
I mean, saw that one coming.
Yeah.
One
So
game, one game
49ers real
I
quick. We'll jump back to Thursday.
Thursday. Oh
Just
yeah,
real
I mean,
quick. Niners are dogs. Giants
no,
still suck, even though they beat the Cardinals. I'm still not convinced the Cardinals are good, even though, well, we'll get to it later. Even
yeah,
you might think I'm bold for saying that, but I might have some news for you guys later. But yeah, Niners very good, best team in the NFC.
yeah. Niners
Boom
are really
boom.
good.
Giants suck. Next game, what was that next game you were about to hop into?
Um, is it the Seahawks Panthers?
I had the Seahawks win, and I didn't watch much of that game.
Um, Seahawks Panthers. I was watching that game.
Tell me
Because
about. I was
I
busy
I
at that
was
that
I
point.
was down bad in fantasy. I had two spots left at 4 o'clock before the 4 or 5 games. I decided to put Hayden Hurson instead of Cole Kmet. So I was watching this game. Uh it was, I don't know, kind of sloppy, high scoring. I mean, Hayden Hurst did nothing, so I turned it off, turned the Cowboys game on for a bit.
Oh
That's what
man,
I watched most
that's
of the
why I was
second half.
busy.
Yeah. Um Kenneth Walker went off. Kenneth Walker is a dog. Like,
He had a real good year last year. Until
real
what? He
good year,
got
and
hurt,
then
right?
I think he got injured. Like,
I think. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it was serious. I forget what it was. I don't
No,
think it was
I
ACL.
think he missed. I think he missed like 8 weeks,
Yeah,
rest of the year type shit. Because he was better win offensive rookie of the year in my opinion, but he ended up getting hurt.
he was a dog though. Dog at Michigan State, still a dog. He was 18 for 97 yards, 2 touchdowns, had 3 receptions for 59 yards.
Was the game ever close? I didn't really get a chance to see it.
Oh, shoot, I just closed it. I think it was close later in the game. Yeah, there was the start of the first score in the fourth quarter. It was 22-20, and then Kenneth Walker scored again, and they the Seahawks scored again after that. And
Andy
then
Dalton got the start there in
yeah,
Carolina.
Bryce Young was hurt. So Adam Thielen also ate.
Oh, he ate.
He ate
Ooh.
11 catches, 145 yards, a touchdown. He ate.
Oh God. I guess he's always open. I saw a tweet about it. I didn't understand he had a week like that. My
Yes.
goodness.
Second week in a row, he kind of had a week with that. Like two different quarterbacks. Like he's the guy. Like
Of course.
I was gonna
Oh,
go pick him up in fantasy, but I'm going for Achin.
I don't know if it'll be consistent enough.
I
I
think
had the Seahawks there winning. You did too as well, right? I mean,
yeah,
even if Bryce Young was playing, I'm not convinced there's anything special going on in Carolina
yeah.
other than Adam Thielen being a dog, putting on for the people.
Um, let's hit the Chiefs Bears
That
blowout pretty much.
We don't need to.
Patrick Mahomes looked
It's
like Patrick Mahomes. He threw,
you see that on the schedule and you know what's gonna happen. I mean,
yeah, the
Bears
Bears.
suck, the Chiefs
Bears
are
are bad.
even if the Chiefs
The only points the Bears got was in like basically garbage time.
yeah, even if the Chiefs aren't looking like they've gotten everything together, they're still putting up 35 on the Chiefs. I mean, what was the final score of that game?
Uh, 40-10,
Yeah.
41-10.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All
That's
right.
that's a good dicking.
I feel like this is a good segue into another blowout. I've been dreading this one.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yep, it was bad. Uh,
I mean, hey, I
I
think
I
you're correct.
think I think
It's
they
one of the
gave
games
up very early in this game. Like left hands
pretty
up.
much to go off, to be
Look,
honest.
we needed this. We needed smacking going into Philly next week. I think hopefully they're out for vengeance. Yeah, Sam Howell, bad game, four
Uh,
interceptions. I mean,
yeah.
at the end he was just throwing up. I mean, the stat that we can't protect him. He's the most sacked quarterback in the league. He's been sacked 19 times in 3 games. Like he needs some protection. It does seem like he's holding on to the ball too much. He needs to just get rid of it. Like,
He needs to trust himself.
yeah, he needs to see something and be like, I can make that throw and throw it. Brian Robinson, I mean, he hit 70 yards, but being down by 30 the whole game, it's hard to run the ball. So, I mean, Terry was 6 for 6, but he wasn't throwing it deep really. Curtis Samuel had some big plays, but
How can you
Bill
not though, when
the
you're down?
Bills looked good. I mean, Josh Allen still had an interception.
It was pretty
He
ugly, wasn't it?
yeah, I don't think I was watching the game at that point. I turned it off. It was
Turn over
bad.
the machine.
I saw a stat that said it's like Howell had 4 interceptions, and there was like a stat that said Tom Brady had 4 interceptions 6 times in his career, and I was like, they were like, don't worry. I was like, please don't make this comparison. Our
Why is
quarterback
that?
is not Tom Brady. One
Come on.
has 7 Super Bowl wins, and the other one is 3-1 as an NFL starter. Please don't make these comparisons.
God.
He's played 4 games. Um, I hope they bounce back. That's all I can say. We don't even need to beat the Eagles next week as long as uh,
You play the Eagles
fourth.
this week?
We play the Eagles next week, and then we got.
I hope you win, to be honest.
I hope we win too. I hope we bounce back. I hope we run the ball 57 times and Brian Robinson eats.
That's gonna show a lot about both of you guys. I would be honestly happy to see you guys win because you're not a threat to us.
Hey, just wait.
I
That's the
know.
game. No
I know.
threat to you. Let's get into your game now.
No, 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 no. We can go over the Packers, the Lions, the Patriots, and then we can get to mine. Fuck that.
All right, we'll hit Lions then.
Yeah, let's start with the Lions here, dude. The Lions just defense is dominant all
Yeah,
day.
they shut down the entire two-headed monster. Bijan and Tyler Algier combined for 45 yards rushing on 17 carries. Like,
Wow. That
it,
total 44 rushing yards the Falcons had.
yeah. Kyle Pitts rushed for -4 yards. That's where and Desmond Ritter had 2 rushes for 3 yards. Like,
Then sacks as well. They count against the team's rush yards.
no, they don't. He was sacked for 62 yards. If you included that in rushing yards, they would have had negative of rushing yards.
Negative. He got sacked for 62 yards. How many times?
7 sacks.
Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah, not good.
that's crazy. Lions, their offense looked. They put up 20 and they won, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, Jared Goff, I picked him up in fantasy. What he threw 2 touchdowns, I think.
1 touchdown, 1 interception.
Did he run a touchdown?
Jared Goff had a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep. I'm happy the Lions won. I want them to be good this year. I like
Yeah.
Dan Campbell. I'm gonna say it every week.
I like that Desmond Ritter played poorly because Heineke. I actually I heard a Jets fan say, after the Trevor Simeon thing. He said, "I'd rather us go out, or I wanted us to go out and get Heineke." Which
That's
honestly, the Jets with Heineke could win some games. Heineke doesn't need, like, if his defense can hold a team to 15, he can go out and put 17.
yeah.
He is a game manager. You know, I know you hate that phrase because that's all I was saying when we went to the Cowboys Commanders game last year. Oh, back to the Commanders. I saw a tweet today. It was the National uh Native American Guardians are suing the Commanders to force them to change their name back to the Redskins, claiming that when they changed their name to the Commanders, it was dishonoring the Native American heritage and all of that,
Yeah.
which I think is crazy. I mean,
I've,
if it
I-
works,
I've
I
heard
would,
that perspective too. That like they feel as if like they had one thing to like remember their history by, like,
yeah,
and they've erased it even out of sports and everything like that. Which
like,
it you don't even think about it when everyone's like, oh, it's racist, but like, no, it's not.
no, we're like, especially like, it's not like we were doing racist remarks. We were kind of just honoring them. Like,
Especially your first, like, one of your first coaches like was Native American,
yeah,
like, and one of the like it was named after him, like, whatever.
I mean, I would love for us to be back as the Redskins. I mean, break out all the old jerseys. Also, like,
Your owner already said you won't be though.
no, our president of operations said we wouldn't.
Ooh,
Josh Harris has never said he won't make it the Redskins. Jason Wright, the president of football operations, came out and said we will never change it. But that's a guy who doesn't. That's not top dog. If
you
Magic Johnson wants to change the
you
name to the
uh,
Redskins, Magic Johnson's going to change the name to the Redskins.
you gonna spend 7 bill.
Yeah,
Let's move
he's
on
not
to
the. He didn't write
Packers
the
game.
check.
Move on to that
Packers game.
Packers
I mean,
game.
I
You
didn't
watch
watch a lot
any of
of
that?
this, but we were
Oh my
talking about it.
goodness.
What a comeback.
18 points in the fourth quarter. My goodness. And like
Yeah.
there I heard what's his name? Ty from the Pat McAfee show. He's the Packers fan. He was like, Jordan Love just willed that win into existence. And I mean, he kind of did. He was making crazy throws.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that like he had a couple great drives to close out that game. And what really blew my mind was them going for, what was it? Going for two, I believe. When
On their first touchdown.
mhm, everyone was like, "Oh, what are you doing? Why would you do it?" Oh my goodness. They're so happy they did that. It ended
Uh
up winning them the game.
why did they pull Derek Carr? Did he get hurt? Derek Carr got hurt. Jameis time.
AC spraying in his shoulder.
Because
He got he
I
got
was
hit.
looking at like
He
the
got
the
popped on that play, man.
I was looking at the top performers, and I saw that Derek Carr was 13 for 18 with 103 yards, and I saw that Chris Olave was top receiver for 8 catches for 104 yards, and I was like, how does that work? But now I see Jameis also threw for 100 yards.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really watch much. I just really saw the ending because it was on Red Zone there. Like, it was a quite an exciting ending, and Jordan Love played well in the fourth quarter. That's about it.
Yeah, he had an interception probably early in the game, but yeah, uh, good for the Packers. Now to Josh Dobbs. We gotta hit that game before we get into the night games.
Oh, Patriots.
No way, we got the Patriots, didn't we?
We went over it quickly. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Jets suck. Yeah,
yeah.
we can move on. Patriots, they weren't gonna go 0-3.
Let's hear what you have to say. The floor is yours, Amo. Take whatever you need to say. I mean, it was a bad week for us.
It it was rough. O line was hurt. We were missing
We
three
had a whole 5 minute conversation just saying we suck to each other, and we both, you know,
three, three missing O linemen. I mean, that can be an excuse, but only for a week. Like, if that's a repetitive issue throughout the season, then that's like an issue for the season. Like,
like, you guys ran the ball. Like,
that sucks.
that
Yeah,
wasn't the
and
problem.
with an injured O line.
You ran
But
the ball and you protected Dak. Like, the problem wasn't your offense. I mean, Dak did what he needed. Like if Dak does that, he should win. I mean, the
Well,
interception was
probably
the
you say
interception bad.
our problem wasn't the offense in the open field. I mean, not at all. We were working it up and down, honestly, towards the end of that game. But once we get to the red zone, for some reason Mike McCarthy wants to run the ball every single down in the red zone,
That is the
and
problem.
it's
What I texted you guys were 0
week
for 8
one.
in your last 8 red zone trips. Like,
Week one, red zone was the issue. Like even in the blowout, we said, "Oof, red zone doesn't look too good." And yeah, especially late in that game, I don't know what Dak was looking at. I tried to defend him as much as I can, but that was a horrible throw. What the fuck was he doing, bro? What the
I mean,
fuck? And then, I mean, did you watch the game at all?
yeah, I put it on probably for the second
Pass
half.
interference. You saw the pass interference at the end that they
Yeah.
threw the flag and then picked it up. I mean, come on. Whatever. Can't blame it
I
on
mean,
them.
yeah,
But
you guys lost by 12
penalties.
points. I mean,
Penalties is the number one issue. That's what it was. We had 11 going into halftime.
yeah.
That's unacceptable. That's insane.
I saw when I was watching the
Can't
game,
blame
it almost looked like the Cardinals it looks like they used their center and they like spied Micah. I mean,
he did not have a good game.
it looks like I was watching a play and I see Micah coming off the edge and I see the center going all the way over and it looked like it's happened multiple times. It looked like the center's whole job this week was to find Micah Parsons and hit him.
Probably on pass blocking plays, it would make sense because
Yeah,
usually the center is just kind of free, especially when they're rushing 3 or 4.
especially when Mike is coming straight up the middle. Like his whole job, like it did not matter who was lined up in front of him. The whole line moved, and he
Hey,
was to get Micah. Like Micah was coming off the edge, he was getting him. He was getting him in the middle.
for
Like
how many penalties there were, dude, they were holding a shit ton. Like I've seen a lot of replays. They were holding Van Der Esch all day. Can't make excuses though. We could not stop the run worth shit.
yeah,
And
I mean James Conner
we're-
had 14 for 98 yards and a touchdown.
that was really early. That was really that first drive.
And I
Had
mean,
that touchdown, and
I
then
think the biggest thing
a
is the
big run
Cardinals
after
had
that.
0 turnovers,
We
no
are gonna
interceptions, no fumbles. I mean, you
we
guys just had the one
even
interception, but
even threaten them. Like, oh my goodness, dude. We are really gonna miss Diggs, especially when they have speedy receivers like Rondale Moore and Marquise Brown.
yeah,
It's like, oh my goodness, what's his name? Stephon Gilmore. I love him. He's a dog. He's still, in my opinion, one of the best corners in the game. But he's definitely 32.
yep,
And when he's running against a 26, 27-year-old who runs like a 4.3, 4.4, boy, he's gonna get toasted all day. And he did. And
yeah.
then, I mean, just blown coverage after blown coverage, bad tackling, couldn't stop the run. Horrible performance by the defense. Absolutely horrible. Red zone offense didn't help us. A lot to work on, but it's week 3. So can't panic.
It's just one game.
It's just one game.
I'm
But
saying the same thing. I mean,
and I will say
both
this.
bad games, but
I have shat on the Cardinals since week 1, but I have said their D line does look good. They get a lot of sacks. Their defense is solid. So maybe they aren't tanking. I don't know. It just sucks.
I
It
mean,
sucks.
yeah.
Especially because we beat the Giants like we did. The Giants beat the Cardinals, and then the Cardinals beat us. Like, I think that just shows we played shitty
I mean,
more
Micah
than
came
it
out
shows
and
that we're
said
a shitty
we
team.
played
You know
down
what I
to our
mean?
opponent, and I think
We always do that.
as the star, you should not be saying that. Like, I mean, they
We
did,
always play
but
down.
like he shouldn't be saying that. Like, I
Who?
don't know. Micah. Micah Parsons.
He said we played down to our opponent. We did though.
You did,
We
but like
always
I
do.
don't know. It just feels like something that you shouldn't say, like especially if you're supposed to be this best team in the league. Like,
No, I mean that's a fact though. He's not saying,
yeah, I don't know.
"Hey, hey, we suck." He's saying, "Hey, we played like shit. We played down to our opponent. We didn't play to our standard, and we didn't at all, offense or defense, in my opinion. I mean, offense didn't look horrible. We just need that spark. I think by like as we get, I mean, most offenses do need a little bit of a groove. We did change coordinators. McCarthy's calling plays. We did lose Kellen Moore. We brought in um I can't pronounce his last name. Scott though. Scott.
Yeah.
Scott chilling. And yeah, I think it's gonna take a couple weeks, just like I think it's gonna take the Chiefs a couple weeks to kind of catch a groove. Nothing to panic about though. We can move into the Raiders now, or else I'm just gonna keep going on. But
Yeah.
main points were O-line injuries, penalties. We're gonna miss Diggs, and we can't stop the run. Holy fuck.
All right. On
Raiders.
to Sunday Night Football. I mean,
I didn't watch a
I
single
can't
second. I'm not gonna lie.
I can't believe you
My
took the
lovely
Raiders.
girlfriend. Shout out.
I can't believe you took the Raiders. I mean,
Why did I?
you talk so much about you just didn't trust the offense of the Steelers, I think.
Yeah, and I mean it was a close game, right?
Yeah, 5
One score
points.
game.
I mean, 5 points. Steelers got shut out in the fourth quarter. Going into
Yeah,
the fourth quarter, they're up 23-7.
I think I just kind of wanted to pick different from you there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a dumb pick, but
The
fuck it.
one thing I'm realizing is the Pittsburgh defense is for real. Like
Yeah, I mean TJ. Hoo-hoo.
TJ and Highsmith on the other side, like both of them are.
They have an amazing pass rush duo.
That offense still
Yeah.
struggled.
Now that's probably why I picked the Raiders. Just Jimmy G's experience, and he seems to win, but I guess not in
No.
Vegas.
Yeah, upsetting for them. I feel like we don't know much from this game. On
About to
to
say, about to add, it was gone by week 7.
yeah. Uh, Down to Monday night.
Monday night.
The game that
Of course.
I was over at Raymond James this weekend
Yep.
for the USF football game, and I saw the game was on ESPNU, and I thought to myself, oh, this makes sense. And I walked around and I saw the Monday Night Football uh trucks, and I was like, oh, they're just using those trucks, and they're like, might as well, if they're here, might as well put something on. So the Monday Night Crew was the one in charge of the USF game. I found out that was cool.
Oh
Um,
shit. Good.
yeah, but Tampa,
Eagles are good.
yeah, Eagles are good.
They're the best team in the division. Or not
AJ,
the division. Yeah, the division, not the conference. Second best in the conference.
yeah, Eagles, AJ Brown back. He looked good.
Yeah, but it's because he keeps bitching and moaning. You saw him feed him the ball in the fourth.
I mean,
They're throwing the
speaking of
ball up
bitching and
to the
moaning,
quarterback.
Jamar Chase bitched and moaning. We'll get to that, but he's back.
He did have a good night.
Yeah,
But
but
man, the Eagles are good. It
yeah,
sucks.
I mean,
It sucks, man. Because
someone's got to figure out how to stop the tush push. I mean, I already put my ideas out there. It might help, but someone's got to figure it out.
makes me mad that they're good, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate their coach so much.
yeah, too bad he's kind of a guru.
I hate him. Whatever. Let's move on. I
Yeah,
hate the Eagles, but they're
uh,
good.
the
I
second
I
Monday
picked the
night
Bucks.
game,
I picked the Bucks in spite.
I couldn't. I knew the Eagles were gonna win. They're too good.
Yeah, they
Uh,
it wasn't close either.
Now on to Jamar Chase. He's back. I've said it once. I'll say it twice. I'll say it as many times as you need to hear it. Jamar Chase, 15 targets, 20 catches, 140 yards, still 0 touchdowns on the season. And in that game, they said he caught a pass for 13 yards. And they said that's his longest catch on the season. He ended up catching one for 43 yards to become his longest catch on the season. But for them to say that, I was upset. I mean, he hit his most
I
amount
was
of
upset,
points in fantasy and like the first quarter, basically. Like,
bro. He did play really well. He beat me in a fantasy league.
I mean, all we need is for him to get a touchdown now. That's all we need. Uh, Joe Burrow had an interception. I think it was a bad one too. I mean,
What did he do with first touchdowns of the year?
he did not have a passing touchdown.
Dude, he's got a QBR of 38.1 this season.
The Bengals won on Evan McPherson's leg, hitting 4 field goals, and Joe Mixon with a 14-yard rushing touchdown.
I had Joe Mixon in fantasy.
I had Evan
Decent
McPherson
showing.
in a league, and he had a nice game, you know.
Decent showing.
Uh, Rams defense still looks good. Like, I mean, looks like their secondary is struggling, but
Puka
Aaron Donald,
finally slowed down, huh?
yeah, I mean, thank goodness. I am done with the Puka hype.
Yeah.
Because we are 1 week away. Following this week, the pup list is open. JT's back. Cooper Cup could be back. I mean, this is all assuming they get taken off this week again. The pup list opens up for what, 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks, you're on for another 4 weeks, or is it 3 weeks? What is it?
I'm not sure exactly. I just know once you get put on, you're out for 4, and then after that, it's
Yeah, it's
no.
like 6 games or something. But the window is opening. So I saw something that says the Rams are hopeful that Cooper Cup will make a Week 5 debut. You know, I hope so too. Get Matthew Stafford his trusty steed again. Um, let them cook. I think this team will be all right. I mean, they're not gonna. I don't think they'll win the division. They won't win the division at all. They're in the 49ers, but they could have a chance to make a push for a wild card. They could.
We'll see. I think the NFC is still going to play strong. I think you guys are going to end up being a competitive team,
I
even with
hope
your
so.
seasons against the Bills. I think the AFC is just stacked.
Yeah, the
And
AFC's good.
unless I mean, it's really only 3 teams from the NFC, and even if they
I mean, 2 of
do
them are in
make
the
it,
same division. That
and and if they even if those 3 made it to the Super Bowl, I don't think they. I think the AFC still wins it
yeah.
unless it's the Bengals or the Bills that make it, because like they're very beatable.
I mean, if the Dolphins make it, the Dolphins looked amazing this week.
But they might crumble. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. But that wraps it up for, the week 3 recap. It was an overall pretty good week. Obviously, we're both pretty upset. Looking forward to next week for sure. But we're not gonna make our picks here now. Do
No.
that next episode. But let's wrap this episode up. I did just pull up the yeah, you played Immaculate Grid, right?
Yeah, I put up crossover grid. I don't know if you want to do that one or immaculate grid, but either one.
I put up the Immaculate Grid, and I'm kind of liking it. What's Crossover Grid? I don't think I've ever even seen that. Let me
Yeah,
see.
it's just another one.
What, NFL? Is that what I should type in?
Yeah. No, you can just click crossover. They have all the things at the top. It's just another thing. It's the same exact thing.
Oh, it says NBA for me.
Yeah, it's just at the top. They have NFL, NBA, movies, NHL, soccer, MLB. They have a
Oh,
lot here. Wow.
oh,
But
okay.
we can do the immaculate. The immaculate feels more official, you know.
Yeah, because this one, it's kind of tough. I don't think 76 plus plus rush play.
Yeah, I mean, I assume Jonathan Taylor. I honestly don't think it would be Alvin Kamara, but I think Jonathan Taylor definitely does.
Let's
Yeah,
just
let's
think
go immaculate. Let's go
teams
immaculate.
here.
Do you want me to pull it up or you pull it up?
Yeah, you can go ahead and share your screen.
I don't have it up. I thought you had it up.
Oh, I do. I can go ahead and share mine if you
Yeah,
want.
pull it up.
Right?
All right, here we go. Um, first one. Where should we start? Oh, I don't know if I know any of these.
My girlfriend just came out. Just now, so. Huh?
You have that right there.
I did it. It's for the lighting. Ask Matt. Don't I look beautiful?
He looks great.
Yeah. I'll move it back though. Don't worry.
Just like you said, you take the trash out.
She loves me. I swear. All right. So 1,000+ yard rushing season for the Eagles,
Sean McCoy. That's the first one that comes to mind.
or what's his name? Brian Westbrook. LaShawn McCoy, that's guess one.
I think LaShawn McCoy.
Let's go.
There we go. 33, not the best.
Sean Alexander.
Do you
No,
know that one?
He's just old. I assume he rushed for 1,000, but I mean, Marshawn Lynch would be the safe guess here, right? He rushed
Marshawn
for
Lynch.
1,000?
I don't think Kenneth Walker did it yet because he got hurt last year.
Should we go Marshawn? Because we're not going to need him for anything else because he didn't play for any other teams.
Yeah, we'll go for Marshawn. Ricky Williams? That's the one. That's who comes to mind for this. Ricky Williams.
Ricky Williams. Is that where we're going?
You got any other guess? Oh. It's got to be the one I got, the first one. Do you have any other guess?
Oh, no.
Dog, if you played that long, you must have rushed for 1,000. I know he was on the Dolphins. No, do I know he's on the Dolphins? Not at all.
Yeah, but what if we can't pick the wrong one?
We'll come back to this.
Okay.
Unless you got another guess.
Who have been the Dolphins running backs?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can hit some of the teams. You know any of these? The teams? The Seahawks, the Texans? I mean, we probably look stupid right now, but
no, I think I don't want to. And
oh, that's a good guess. I like that.
yeah, it's either that or Matt Shaw, but I'm not sure he played for the Seahawks.
It's got to be Hasselbeck. Oh
No.
no! Oh,
That hurts.
that hurts. Oh, that's bad. Oh,
No. Live on air.
do we have someone for that? Yeah.
Dang, man.
Oh, that's a good rebound. Dominican Sue also would have worked for the Eagles.
Ooh. I feel like
All right, no. Now that we got this wrong, we're going for Ricky Williams in that bottom one. It's gonna be the first one, yeah. Let's go.
There we go.
All right. A Texan and who's the quarterback? Oh, Will Fuller. That's a good one. Yeah, go him.
Yep. Let's go, man.
I was thinking quarterback. I thought they had a same quarterback,
Oh, Matt Moore, but I don't know if he ever played for the Texans.
Texans, Eagles. Do they have someone?
I feel like it's a running back.
Garrett Blunt? Did Blunt ever play for the Texans?
Never played for the Texans. Carlos Hyde ever played for the Seahawks? I think he did.
Think so? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I only remember him on the 49ers.
I think he played one season. Do you give me permission, or do you have a better guess?
I have no better guess right now. Oh my God. What a call out.
He went to the same high school my brother did.
That's hype.
Shout out Fork Union Military Academy. Woohoo!
Bucks, Seahawks?
Bucks and Seahawks.
Anybody. Defensively.
I think it's like a DB.
Sherman? No, where'd Sherman go?
Oh yeah.
Is it Richard Sherman?
It is Richard Sherman. He played last year on the Bucks.
Yeah.
Shit, buddy.
So we got either Eagles and Texans or Eagles and Bucks. We got one guess left.
trying to think tight ends or safety.
Dallas Schultz, isn't he on the Texans right now?
Dalton Schultz. Yeah, but
Yeah.
he came from the Cowboys.
Oh, I thought he played on the Eagles for a season. Zach Ertz is on the Cardinals.
I think Eagles Bucks might be a better.
Eagles
Right.
Bucks. I wanted to say JPP, but he never played on the Eagles.
No,
A wide receiver maybe? Nelson Aguilar?
he never played on the Bucks.
Wow, we need just either of these. Can't think of any.
Oh, we should have left the one blank that we got wrong.
Nah, because we had it, so we had to go for it.
And Carlos Hyde 6%. Let's go, man. All of these are pretty I guess not first thoughts.
Nick Foles.
He never played for the Bucks.
Yeah, he never played for either of those teams.
Mike Glennon. He ever played for the Eagles?
Mike Glennon.
He went to Westfield.
Blaine Gabbert for Bucks Eagles. That is my guess.
I don't think he played for the Eagles.
I feel like that's who went in against the Commanders when they pulled Jalen Hurts in that game they probably were going to win.
Nah, that was Nate Sudfeld.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Number 7.
Dang. Wow. McNabb? No. Mike Vick on the Texans feels like it happened.
Nah, it was Eagles and Falcons.
And then he went around the league. He was on the Steelers for a little
Steelers
bit.
and Steelers and Jets. That was it.
Oh,
Matt Schaub. And LaShawn McCoy, did he ever play for the Texans? Arian Foster, did he ever go anywhere other than the Texans?
I don't think so. It's got to be a lineman, maybe? I don't know
Dawkins.
lineman.
Ryan Dawkins ever play anywhere else?
No, I think he's an Eagle for lifer. Fletcher
No,
Cox never
He
went
was on the
anywhere.
Broncos, I know that.
Yeah. that was the simple one. I don't know how we overlooked that.
I
I
guess
didn't know
this is the list. This is the list of the ones we couldn't get. So Houston, the Texans, and Philly. Man, those are all hard, dude. There ain't one notable name that I
Yeah.
know. Oh my
don't-
goodness,
Only want to know any of these people.
bro, that would have been tough.
Yeah, that's crazy.
D'Amico Ryans,
Wait, go back up to the top.
he's the head coach of the Texans.
They didn't have any quarterbacks in common. That's usually where I think quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks, receivers, like, oh my goodness, dude. But dang, I'm happy we got Deshaun.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Everyone was probably like yelling at us. I was probably the obvious one. Do you want to do the crossover grid?
Yeah, I was just gonna say we got to redeem ourselves. We got a few more minutes here. We can,
Yeah. Go back to full screen too when you get a chance.
of course, of course. I just couldn't see.
All right.
This one there's an unlimited one where we can find a good one.
Yeah,
but-
no. We need the 9 guesses. Like Carson Wentz is the easy one.
Nah, I don't want to go easy. I want to go.
Pierre Garcon, maybe?
That's exactly, bro. Let's go. That's it. I just don't know how to. There it is.
It's
Pierre Garçon.
wow, there we go. Who is this? I have to really think. We might have to come back to this.
Jeez. Oh no.
Cole. That one. I feel like the easy guess is Jonathan Taylor. He must have 76 yards. Like it feels like Jonathan Taylor is lining up for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's got to be.
it's either that or who am I thinking of? Let's look.
Yeah. That it just felt like the safe choice.
Yeah.
I don't think Alvin Kamara ever did it. I don't think Alvin Kamara ever had a rush for 76 yards, which I think is the problem that we have now.
But who has?
Emmett Smith definitely did for the next one. He definitely also had 3 touchdowns in a game.
Oh, what about Barry?
Oh, yeah. Barry Sanders does seem like the easy one. Even Bo Jackson.
What if we're wrong here?
It like even LT maybe. AP maybe. AP.
Oh, that's the safe guess.
Yeah. Ew, in a Seahawks uniform? How gross is that?
That's just his most recent one. 3+ touchdowns and rush touchdowns. Oh
We gotta go
no.
Ricky Williams again. Ricky Williams back-to-back grids. We gotta do it.
Wait, how current is this?
Because we could do either of the two that were today or this
No,
week.
no, because only Raheem had 3 on the ground. A-Chain had 2 receptions.
Do you want to go Mozart or do you want to try Ricky Williams?
I don't want to go either. I'm trying to expand my brain.
Click it. Dope. Commanders. Did Alfred Morris ever do it?
Yes, dude. He had like 4 in a game.
Because I would have gone Clinton Portis. That would have been my guess, like the safe one. But if Alfred Morris did, like, click it.
Well, I would assume that's my guess. Yes,
Yeah, let's
Alfred
go Alfred
Morris.
Morris. I'm confident. There we go.
Hey, you see him in that Cowboys jersey?
Too bad he sucked for the Cowboys.
I know he was horrible.
Oh, what could be Commander Saints?
Alvin Kamara. Does he really not have a 76+ yard rushing clip?
I doubt it. I don't think he ever did.
Really?
I don't think so. Who
Reggie
else?
Bush?
Reggie Bush. Like that's the safe guess. Yeah. Saints Dolphins. Has Lattimore? Was he a Dolphin? No, he was a Saint for career. Uh,
Hmm. Hmm.
like the Saints feel like a team that just like doesn't like get players like that, you know?
I know. I usually feel like it's players that leave the Saints and go.
Who's left to go to the Cam Jordan's been there for life. Drew Brees never went anywhere.
Well, he started in LA or San Diego, but yeah.
I have no idea. Colts, Dolphins, Commanders, Saints. I have no idea.
Colts, Dolphins. I got no idea. I'm stumped here.
Yeah. What could it be?
It's probably real obvious.
Yeah. Can't beat Deshaun Jackson again, can it?
You never play for the Dolphins.
He never played for the Saints either. Oh, I have no idea. This stinks. I feel so stupid right now. Yep. Lock it. 6.9%. Who is everyone guessing?
I have no idea, bro.
Wow. Would have Teddy also worked for Josh Rosen for Dolphins Colts?
Never a Colt.
Oh, you sure about that one?
Mm-hmm. Damn. I feel like the one we're gonna get is Washington Saints.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know. Jacoby Brissett? No. Um, trying to think of wide receivers, probably. Unless it's like a defensive back.
It's what Randall ever play anywhere else.
I have no idea. I know Santana Moss played for the Jets. That's as much as I know about that old of receivers. I feel like it's gotta be old. Frank Gore ever played for the Dolphins?
I think one season.
I think so too.
Book it.
Fuck it.
Book it.
Hey,
Let's go, man. Wait, we can do this. We can do
we
this.
can do this. We can fill
One
it.
more. One more.
We need this. Commanders. Like, this is my team. I feel like I should know it, but I don't. And it is upsetting.
Defensive player.
Defensive player. Let's take linebackers. Preston
Where'd Leonard
Smith.
Fletcher go?
The Broncos, I think.
Ryan Arakpo.
Titans.
Ryan Kerrigan. Did he go to
Eagles.
Kerrigan went to the Eagles?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Um,
Dang, Deshaun Jackson never played for the Saints.
Quarterbacks. Saints quarterbacks have been
They haven't
Drew
had
Brees,
anybody.
Jameis Winston. Who was their quarterback when Jameis went down?
Teddy.
Teddy. What happened when Teddy went down?
Ian Book.
I was hoping you were gonna say Josh Jackson. Mark Sanchez ever played there? No.
Uh-uh. I don't think it's gonna be quarterback.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be tight end or
tight ends were Chris Cooley, Jordan Reed, but he went to the 49ers. Oh, it's got to be defensive. It's got to be defensive. Oh, this feels stupid. Like, I want to Google it. That's how stupid this feels. Oh, I have no idea.
this is gonna bug me, man. I'm gonna have to look it up. Then I'm gonna give
No,
you hints.
we can't look it up yet.
Nah.
Give us another minute and then we'll look it up.
All right.
You got to help brainstorm. You got to think of players, Saints players.
Bro, I can only think of current.
Let's go see their current lineup.
Troy Apke.
Troy Apke. He's on the Commanders, isn't he?
He on the Commanders now.
Was he ever on the Saints?
I don't know.
I feel like he's a Commander for life.
Big failing here. Brandon Cooks never plays for Washington.
No. Um, you might have to Google.
Yeah.
You gotta Google it and give me his.
No,
It was obvious.
not really. But there's one I definitely would have won or would have known if I knew he played for the freaking Saints at some
What position?
quarterback.
Quarterback. Oh. The Commanders. Oh, I feel like it's got to be like Case Keenum or Kyle Allen.
Way older.
Way older.
Yeah. There's a few notable names here, but like that was definitely a hard guess. But the guy I'm talking about is Mark Brunell.
Oh yeah, he's Super Bowl winner on the Commanders or on the Redskins.
Mark Brunell.
I feel like we gotta hit the give up button. Is there a give up button here? If you scroll down.
No.
Nah, but you know, we're not gonna count that. Another football one. Let's look at it. See if we got any quick ones. Let's not do the whole thing. Let's look at the bonus one. Oh, the Commanders again. Eagles, Ryan Kerrigan. Justin Fields.
Pro Bowl? Oh.
Yeah. Yep. Look it. Zeke. Elliott. Just type in Elliott. Tressway. Brandon Sheriff, even Santana Moss.
How you spell it?
I don't know, type in Brandon. Yeah, there it is. Damn, we're actually killing this one. Ray Rice. Lamar Jackson.
Has he rushed for 1,000 yards?
I feel like he's got it.
Because Justin Fields broke the record at 1,100 last season.
So I feel like Lamar had it at like 11 or 1050 or something. Like Lamar had a click it.
Yeah, book
Yeah.
it.
Book it.
Let's go.
Eagles 1,000 yard season. That was LaShawn McCoy and the other one that we had. Go for it. Damn. Washington Raven. That one feels like it should be an obvious one. Morgan Moses. This is Nelson Aguilar. Yeah. Bears Ravens. This one feels like oh, Roquan Smith.
Bang! We just did that in like 5 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah, that was an easy one. There we go.
National rank 3,757.
Yeah, the
Out of
bottom.
10.
Oh, this was the most popular ones. Wait, scroll back up. Most popular for everything. Oh, we did get Lamar. We should have gone Ray Rice.
Are we forgetting about Ray Rice? Okay,
Hey, there we go.
nice.
I feel like
Well-
on that note, this is a great place to finish off for the day, you know? I like the new format. We have some immaculate grids.
We'll start trying to add something more in there now that we're splitting up our episodes and we're not
Yeah.
feeling so rushed
We're not
here.
feeling so rushed trying to fit everything in, taking our time. Yeah, thank you for watching. This is it should be episode 4, but since our last episode, this is episode 3.
3.5.
3.5. But this will be episode 3. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, please share it with your friends, our friends, anyone who knows us, everyone who wants to do this. As we are getting more comfortable, we are gonna start opening up to bringing in some guests soon. Probably not for the whole time, but maybe for a couple minutes, half the show or something. But yeah. So we look forward to trying to grow with you guys and getting better each time. Thank
Thanks
you guys for
joining.
watching.
We'll be back sometime later this week, and we'll
Yeah.
preview week 4 of the NFL.
Yeah.
See you.
See ya.